Today I'm going to explain how to use the American College of Sports Medicine formulas, ACSM formulas, to predict walking VO2. We know there's a direct linear relationship between someone's relative VO2 and walking speed. So if you were to go on a treadmill and walk at a certain pace, you would have a particular relative VO2. Most people on average would have approximately the same relative VO2. There would be slight variations due to walking efficiency, etc. However, for the most part, everyone on average would have around the same walking VO2. So from this, the American College of Sports Medicine has come up with two formulas, one for walking and one for running. Today I'm going to talk about the walking relationship, which is VO2 in relative in mils per kilogram per minute is equal to someone's walking speed in meters per minute times 0.1 plus their speed times the incline of the treadmill, so whether it's a 1% grade, 2% grade, times 1.8 plus 3.5. Need to note that speed here is in meters per minute. Most treadmills give speed in miles per hour, so we'll have to do a conversion. And that conversion is equal to 1 miles per hour is equal to 26.8 meters per minute. And that the percent grade is always in decimal form. So a 3% incline is put into the formula as 0.03, not as 3. Otherwise you'll get a very large VO2. So let's take an example here. Hank walks on a treadmill at 3.4 miles per hour at a 5% incline. What is his predictive relative VO2 for that walking speed and incline? So again, you can see here we've got our formula, and we're going to have to convert this 3.4 miles per hour to a speed in meters per minute. So if you recall, I said earlier the conversion factor of 1 miles per hour is equal to 26.8 meters per minute. So I can set this up, 3.4 miles per hour. If I set up my conversion factors, miles per hour is on the numerator, miles per hour goes on the denominator here, and I'm converting to meters per minute. There's 26.8 meters per minute per 1 mile per hour. Therefore, miles per hour cancels out. And if I multiply 3.4 times 26.8, I'm going to end up with 91.12 meters per minute. I'm also going to have to write my 5% incline as 0.05. So I can now enter all these numbers into my ACSM formula. So speed of 91.12 times constant of 0.1 plus the speed 91.12 times the percent grade of 0.05, make sure it's decimal here, not 5, times 1.8 plus 3.5. I can solve out here, and I end up with 20.8. And note that this is a VO2, a relative VO2. So this is 28 mils per kilogram per minute. So if Hank walks at this speed, at this incline on a treadmill, his VO2 is going to be approximately 20.8 mils per kilogram per minute.